The mindset that was holding me back from being successful was thinking that I had to feel ready to be ready. I had this all or nothing mindset. Like, if I didn't feel creative enough, if I didn't feel motivated enough, if I didn't feel ready enough, if I didn't feel perfect enough, pretty enough, whatever, like some excuse to not do it, I took it. It was either my battery is charged at 100% and I'm just doing everything, getting everything on my list done, or it's like, if I'm not at 100%, I can't get all of that done. Imagine your phone said that. I'm not at 100% today, so we're just going to turn off after 100. Imagine it still operates at 70. It still operates at 3. And that made me realize I'm trying to be perfect to get things done. And that's why nothing's getting done. And then your mind starts telling you, well, then you'll be ready tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes the next day and the next day and tomorrow. It's like the task is still there. Then you just start feeding that imposter syndrome that says you're not who you say you are because you're not stepping up to the plate because you're not at 100%. When does that stop? It's almost like you're chasing the high of the person that was 100%. And until you're there, you're not doing anything. Isn't that crazy? Like you would think that 0% means like a recharge. It means rest. Like you're coming back to yourself. No. My 0% was beating myself up like all the time. Like, you need to be back to that person. You need to be this person. Or you like, when are we going to get back to that? What can we do? What supplement can we take? What drink can we drink? What caffeine can we do? What video can we watch? What's going to make me get back to 100 instead of just starting it? Like I would literally just let all that chatter take me to urgency, like to the last minute, and then get it done. When I probably had a week, a month, all this time to do it. And that entire time I just sat there and told myself, you have to be perfect. You have to be ready. You have to do this. You have to do that in order to get it done. And it's like, you just created all of this chaos to get something done that you probably could have done 10 times over, but you allowed the chatter in your mind to win. You allowed how you feel to take over your brain. And you could have done 10 other tasks in between that time. But you didn't let the list pile up because you just felt like you weren't enough to start. That is absolutely not rest. That is avoidance. That is mental torment. Somebody probably told you that. I'm not going to lie. Especially when you grew up in a household where it was like, you just got to get it done. You got to do this. You got to do that now or nothing. So now your inner voice is doing the same thing to you. And boy, did I have to break out of that. Like, imagine not doing the thing you're supposed to do, and then you're not even enjoying yourself not doing it. Like, there's no middle ground. Just stress for nothing. And all of that for what? To get back to the person that was operating at 100,000%. And today you might just have 12. It's crazy when I talk about it out loud because I cannot believe that I function that way. And I know that if I function that way, somebody watching this is like, she know me or something? Yeah, I know you because I was you. And I have a secret. What if I told you that the solution is so simple and so easy, but so hard when you have a brain like ours and you're used to functioning in chaos and you're used to a certain type of living? And I only really realized it when I started working for myself. Not answering to people and making your own schedule and doing your own thing sounds amazing when you see it in a 30-second video, I promise you. But if you're used to operating in a way that you need urgency and all those things in order to function at perfection, trust me, working for yourself is going to be a mental battle a lot of times in the beginning because now you're facing accountability of your schedule and how you handle your days. And trust me, the days that you're on, baby, you on. You are getting everything done. You're productive. Like, those are the best days. Like, you just feel like you can conquer the world and you built this. Like, but the reality is some days you just don't have the capacity to do that. You do get burnout as your own boss, especially when you're working for yourself. You're the CEO, you're the janitor, you're the administrative assistant, you're the executive assistant, you're the project manager, you're everybody. You're wearing so many hats with so little time. And if you try to do the job of all of those people at once, every day, you're going to experience burnout. And there are days that you're just not going to feel up to it. For example, I'm a social media manager and an influencer, right? I push out about 40 plus videos a week. And ideally, my goal is to get batch editing done one day of the week, 2 max. Some weeks I get that done. I feel like a king. I feel like the king of the world. City is mine. Some weeks I just don't have it in me. I'm not going to fake the funk or fake my creativity for my clients and give them half work or work that's not good enough or work that's not going to get them the sales that they're used to because I'm trying to hit a personal goal of perfection. And the problem with that is like, if I couldn't get it done before, like if I couldn't get that batch editing done before, the entire week I am beating up myself about getting that done. Every single day I'm giving myself the task of getting all of it done at one time, instead of just adjusting to how I'm feeling that week and just starting. Maybe only could do one. Maybe I could only do 10 videos today. Why am I trying to force myself to do something that I don't have the mental capacity to do today? That would literally keep me from starting. Imagine waking up, getting dressed. You don't like your outfit and you want your outfit to look a certain kind of way. And instead of going to work and making your money, you're sitting down, you called out, you're sitting down and you're complaining about your outfit not being perfect enough to go to work and perform properly. So you just didn't do anything for 8 hours instead of just starting something else and then going to work. Like taking out the time, tormenting myself instead of just starting the task and seeing where it goes. Wouldn't I have rather got 10 videos done than none? Like, girl, come on. I came to the realization that sometimes things just need to be done. Like, get out of your head and on your feet. Like, your brain will literally paralyze you and keep you from getting to the next level if you really let it. You gotta get out of your head. Sometimes you just need to press the push to start button and put it in drive, baby. Go somewhere. Get somewhere. Because staying in one place keeps you too stagnant and comfortable. You gotta get uncomfortable. For me, the root of all of that was perfectionism. All of it. My mom used to always tell me, don't half-ass anything. Don't do it halfway. Blah, 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 blah. And she meant well by it. I know she did, because she knew my potential and she just wanted me to be the best that I can be. But she didn't realize that planting that seed in a kid can do a lot of damage to the adult mind. To an extent, I still do believe in that. But like, if it's something very important, like something that has your name on it or something that you've been like a passion project or something like that, like you definitely want to make sure you're putting your best foot forward, right? But somewhere along that line, I had to figure out, where do I draw the line between excellence and perfectionism? And I truly think that the line is understanding my capacity and the quality of things that I'm doing do not always have to match. I can absolutely give 100% quality while operating at 20%. How will they know? How will they know that you woke up like, dang, I can't do 10 things today, but I can do 3. And them 3 came out fire. And it's still better than not getting anything done. That's where I threw that half-ass thing out the window. I only place that when it's real perfectionism happening, like, and that does not need to be where you operate from all the time. And what you think is perfect, I promise, is probably way past the real standard of it. I'm not saying to put out crap. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you are overthinking something that's probably already great. Or you didn't even give it a chance yet, but take space. By the way, this shows up everywhere. Like, it's not even just about work. I'm talking about little tasks like cleaning my room, cooking, taking my dog for walks, laundry, like smaller tasks. They get it too. Everybody gets it. Even texting back, like sometimes I really cannot text back because I feel like they deserve so much more of my mind. And I'll be like, okay, I see it. I'm going to respond later. Let me tell y'all how sometimes it takes me almost a month to text back because I just don't feel like I'm there. That, like, girl, I'm gonna work on it. I'm not saying that I have perfection everywhere, but I am still working on that because, girl, like, people probably think I cannot stand them. They probably think I'm the worst person ever because of my texting ability. But I promise it's just like too many tabs, way too many tabs open. We're closing them. We're closing them. With that being said, though, not everything deserves the best version of you. Nobody really knows that you're not operating from the best version of you unless you say it. A lot of times that's not what you're putting out. But can we get back to what I was saying about like creating this mass urgency last minute thing? I feel like we really got to touch on that because a lot of us do it. I'm in your business. I know I am. Might I say that we just be creating chaos because that's how we know how to function? That's all we know how to function in? Oh, I know it hurt. It hurt. I know. Pinch me. I know. But it's so true. Like, maybe you're avoiding doing the thing because you don't feel like you have enough cortisol and stress and chaos to do it. You know how people say, like, I function my best under pressure. So they actually create the pressure so that they can give the best results, which is really it's not self-sabotage. It's like a form of, what is it, masochism, sadomasochism? I don't know which word it is. Inflicting pain upon yourself. Instead of giving yourself the satisfaction of doing it without the pressure, you probably would do way better. And I'd be a liar if I said I didn't do that. Like, we all do it sometimes. But at some point, you should ask yourself, like, why do you need this pressure? You gotta ask yourself awareness that question. For me, it was the fact that I've created a routine. And a routine can get truly boring sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. But might I add that I've learned that boring is okay. It sounds cliche, but I promise, like, boring is really like a good way of life. I think that the problem is that we grew up in so much chaos. We think it's normal. Our nervous system is like, yeah, like this. This is what we know. This is how we know how to function. But if you truly want to progress in life and learn and grow, you need to slow it down just a little bit, just a little. For me, boring gives me the peace that I've desired all of my life. And the pressure part just adds this mental torment that I'm just like, nah, bro. You already have enough stress going on in your life and you're inflicting it on yourself. Like, I would rather reward myself for getting it done early and having the peace to do whatever I feel like, or maybe even starting something new, than urgency, no, beat myself up, urgency, get it done. Oh my God, I finally did it. Are we okay? It's not a good feeling. It really isn't. But we have to unlearn those things. Because the reality of it is, when you're used to functioning like that, chaotic, crazy, urgency, pressure, making the diamonds, as you say, you're really suffering. When you allow yourself the space to do it with peace, it might feel off-putting or weird or like, what's going on? But you were really just getting things done without suffering, putting yourself through turmoil for nothing. And speaking of putting yourself through turmoil, consistency and discipline and locked in and all these things are great. Trust me, motivation, all of that is perfect. I love that these are trending words because we need it, especially in our communities that we don't have that as a baseline and we're giving it to ourselves. I love it. But I can see where social media can have you thinking that this little 30-second video, 60-second video might make you confuse doing the consistency, the discipline, blah, 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 blah. That quick makes you feel like these people operate like that all day, every day. And you need to do that too. They're just not telling you that they have days that they're off. Sometimes they do tell you. Y'all just don't want to hear that because you think that you have to lock in. Consistency. Do it. No. You are getting a very small percentage of their day in a 30-second video, sometimes even less than that. And you think that you have to function like that now every single day. All right, everybody calm down. And I'm saying this as somebody that makes this kind of content, bro. I do it to motivate people to do better, but I also have to catch myself like, well, maybe you should also talk about the fact that it's not perfection. It's just, those are just the days that I'm operating on 100%. You're probably seeing the one day this week that I just got up and decided to do everything on my to-do list and I went to record it. Sometimes I do absolutely nothing. And I'm starting to think I should maybe record those days so y'all understand, like, it's normal. It's okay to do one thing. It's okay to do 3 things. It's okay to do 10 things. It's what your capacity has for you that day. Also understand that comparison can really kill your brain because that's them. You are you, and you can only do what you're able to do. And sometimes it means that if you want to be that person, you have to build that muscle. It doesn't happen overnight. That might mean start with doing the small things. That might mean starting with a 20% day instead of 100 and building up. And please don't think I'm telling you that you have to get up and do something every single day. Sometimes the answer is do nothing. We do need stillness. We do need to recharge. We do need days to ourselves when we need to honor how we feel. Shoot, yesterday I honored how I felt. I was sad AF yesterday. Like, I could not show up as me yesterday at all. I laid in bed and cried and boohooed until I couldn't anymore because I knew that the next day, no matter what percentage I woke up at, I was still on go. Not go like at 100, but I'm still doing what I need to be done for myself, you know? But it makes it easier when you allow yourself to be at 0, literally at 0, not thinking about, oh, I have to get this done. I have to get that done. when you just really tell yourself, you know what, today it's just not that. You might need to call out. You might need to cancel plans. You might need to tell your friends, I can't talk right now. Don't answer the phone. Don't do anything. Deal with that later. Unless it's like detrimental. Don't kill yourself trying to make other people happy or trying to show yourself that you can still do it. You would probably still be able to do it if you gave yourself the chance to actually sit with who you are, sit with your thoughts, sit with your brain, and get in the nitty gritty and allow yourself to cry and allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to, heal, grow, and all those things. And sometimes it doesn't even take just a day. Sometimes it might mean one day where you fully just do everything I said and take a day off. And then the next day you say, you know what? Today I'm only giving myself an hour of that. But for the rest of the day, I need to focus on the things that I need to get done or pour into me, not even just do tasks. Get up, do your hair, take care of yourself, go to the gym, go for a walk, do something different, get something to eat, something that's not sitting down and being sad or being mad or thinking about something too much. A lot of times people confuse sadness and anger and any negative emotion with imperfection. And that really be the problem. You start feeling like you're inadequate or you're not enough because you have a negative feeling. It's just a mood, just like happy and excitement and anxiousness and all those things. You have to let it pass. If you don't honor it, it's just going to get worse. I promise. It's going to show up in different ways. You start getting sick and God's going to park you. So just address it in the moment because we don't have time for that. You see how I said yesterday I was not up to it? Look at how I am today. If I didn't tell you that, how would you know? Like, I literally woke up today and I was like, you know what? I even took pictures of myself. Like, I look good, y'all. I feel like I look fantabulous today. I don't look like what I'm going through at all because I chose to wake up, still shower, still get my protein in, still get dressed, do my hair. My hair was a freaking afro because I sweated out in spin class yesterday. Can you tell? Can we tell? No, because I'm choosing myself. And sometimes that's all we need. It's just to start. And you're like, oh, life really isn't that bad. Am I at 100% today? No. Some parts of today, I had tears literally right here. I'm sad, but I'm still able to function while being sad. And I'm not letting sadness take over my day. Showing up for yourself is not a performance. It can literally just be boring old, get your day started, do you, and get through the day. And it don't have to feel sad either. Because I'm sad, but I don't feel like I'm just functioning. And every now and then I'll get a little wave of, yeah, we're sad. But that doesn't make your day. You'll be surprised how those little tasks help you grow through the sadness. My favorite thing to do when I'm not feeling like myself is pouring into myself, doing things that I like doing, taking care of myself, reading a book, creating content, whatever makes me happy, going for a walk. It just teaches your nervous system that everything is okay. And you don't have to be in panic mode anymore. You don't have to be in protection mode. You don't have to be in, I'm not safe mode. It's okay to keep functioning. And it's not to be like, oh, I'm the biggest hustler. I'm the biggest this, I'm that. It's really just for you. Because a lot of what I just said can be misconstrued as, oh, I just have to pretend. I understand that to an extent, but I don't think people realize that gets them to a point of you're performing at some point. I feel like being on go and being at 100% sometimes can give performative. Like when I sit down and look back at how I used to operate, I really think that me being obsessed with being at that top notch behavior really hindered me from becoming the woman that I am today. Let's be real. That 100% can be absolutely performative. Not even just for other people, just for yourself. Trying to prove to yourself you still got it. You can still get everything done. You're still young feeling. You can do whatever. You can get through whatever. And it's like you're trying to prove to yourself that you can get things done. And, it feels rewarding. And you're giving yourself dopamine because you're still getting things done and you're going and going and going. But what are you actually doing in that on-go mode? Like you're checking things off the checklist, but are you feeling? Are you present in what's actually happening throughout the day? Or are you just trying to numb yourself by doing these things to prove to yourself one thing? That's when I learned to slow down. Like maybe I don't need 8 things on my to-do list today. Maybe let's do 3 because I'm operating from 50% today. Slowing down might have been the best thing that I did because I started to experience life. I started to actually feel what's going on around me, look around, see who I'm aligned with, talk to people, experience things, learn things because you're actually aware of your surroundings instead of focusing on the next task or getting a task done. You're not even realizing that you're not operating from a place of existing. I was operating from a place of just wanting to get a task done and feel rewarded for doing that. I learned what I liked, what I didn't like, feeling that I'm actually in a place that I prayed to be in a few years ago, giving God thanks and gratitude because if I didn't go through what I went through back then, I would not be where I'm at right now. Thank God for right now. That's so important. You never want to just speed through life. You want to live it. And I really say all that to say my view of what a successful day is has absolutely changed. I did not think my day was successful before when nothing that I wanted to get done got done, or if I didn't do everything I wanted to do. Even if I just did one or two things, I'd be like, you didn't do enough. You didn't do good. That's not successful at all. Now, successful 24 hours just looks to me like, did you get enough rest? Did you pour into yourself today? What did you get done? How did you feel doing that? How did it come out? Did you like it? Are you proud of yourself? You should be proud of yourself for doing something. Whether that's just, like I said, getting up and taking care of yourself or getting tasks done. Or what did you learn today? How did you feel today? Did it affect your actual day? Did you get through the day healthily? If you put something off till tomorrow, are you excited to do that tomorrow? Like, it's okay to not always be on the move, on go. Sometimes locked in does not mean that might just be 4 hours of your day. That's okay. We have this crazy obsession with thinking that that's who we're supposed to be all the time. We are human. Slow your roll, slow your roll, slow your roll. I just don't want to keep treating my days like it's only valuable if I did what I thought I was going to do. My favorite thing about getting out of that all or nothing mindset is I still have high standards. I still have my productive days. I do still put my name on important stuff. I do still have a bit of perfectionism in me, but just enough to make sure that the things that are valuable still have value. I just don't let that eat me up every single day like I used to. That was like my way of life before. I absolutely don't have to wait until I'm that version of me that was getting all those things done on that productive day to be productive in some kind of way. That is such a freeing feeling, bro. My thoughts do not control my day anymore. My feet do. My actions do. Sometimes my butt because I need to sit down. That's okay too. I found so much peace in learning the difference between those two things. Because when you put so much pressure on yourself to become the person you're trying to be, you have no idea how it feels to experience becoming her. And that's one of the best parts, the journey. It has nothing to do with how much you can accomplish. It's the climb. What did you learn? What did you feel? How does that feel? No matter if you're at a full battery, a yellow battery, yellow is like what, 20? Phone is still working, baby. We still going. My name is Tosh. I like to have real conversations about real things that people don't want to ever talk about, but we need to talk about in order to grow. I'm expressive, I'm fun, I have the time of my life, so sometimes I post vlogs, and sometimes I want to talk about real stuff. So if you're into that, hit that like, hit that comments, hit the subscribe button, or you see me again eventually because you love it here. And stay tuned for the next video.